welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about some big news for the armed forces of the Philippines. Starting next year and into 2026, the AFP is set to receive a wave of new assets that will dramatically improve the country's defense and disaster response capabilities. We're talking about a brand new offshore patrol vessel, heavy lift transport aircraft, combat utility helicopters, attack helicopters, and even the third battery of the BrahMos missile system. These are all crucial steps in the Philippines' modernization program, and in this video, we'll break down what's coming, why it's important, and how it fits into the country's defense strategy. First on the list is the BRP Raja Sulaiman PS-20, a brand new offshore patrol vessel that will be joining the Philippine Navy in 2026. This OPV is part of the Navy's effort to expand its patrol and maritime security capabilities, especially in the West Philippine Sea and surrounding waters. With the country's archipelagic nature, having reliable offshore patrol vessels is essential for enforcing sovereignty, protecting fishermen, and responding to maritime incidents. The BRP Raja Sulaiman is expected to be well equipped for surveillance, patrol, and law enforcement missions. While not as heavily armed as a frigate, it plays a vital role in day-to-day maritime operations, freeing up larger combat vessels for high-end missions. Next, let's talk about the C-130J-30 Super Hercules. The Philippine Air Force is scheduled to receive this new tactical airlifter in 2026. The C-130J is a game-changer compared to the older C-130H models currently in service. It has improved avionics, longer range, greater payload capacity, and more efficient engines. For the Philippines, this means stronger capabilities for both military operations and humanitarian assistance and disaster response, or HADR, missions. We all know how often typhoons, earthquakes, and volcanic eruptions strike the country. The C-130J's ability to carry large amounts of relief goods, vehicles, and personnel into disaster zones will be crucial in saving lives. At the same time, it will also enhance rapid troop deployment in case of conflict. Also arriving is the last batch of S-70I Blackhawk helicopters. The Philippine Air Force has already integrated dozens of these helicopters, and by 2026, the final deliveries will be completed. The Blackhawk has proven to be one of the most versatile assets in the Air Force. From combat operations, troop insertion, medical evacuation, to disaster relief missions, it has been a workhorse. This last batch completes the PAF's goal of having a modern, reliable, and standardized fleet of utility helicopters, replacing older platforms like the Hueys that have been in service for decades. But that's not all. The Philippines is also set to receive Subaru UH-2 multi-role helicopters from Japan. The UH-2 is an improved version of the UH-1 platform, but with modern upgrades, including better engines, avionics, and safety features. These helicopters will further boost the Air Force's air mobility and disaster response capability. What makes this particularly significant is that the UH-2s represent growing defense cooperation between the Philippines and Japan. It shows Tokyo's increasing role in supporting Manila's modernization efforts as both countries face common security challenges in the Indo-Pacific. Finally, perhaps the most strategic asset set to arrive is the third battery of the BrahMos supersonic cruise missile system. The first two batteries are already being integrated into the Philippine Marine Corps' Coastal Defense Regiment. By 2026, a third battery will arrive, further strengthening the country's anti-ship and coastal defense capability. The BrahMos is one of the fastest and most lethal cruise missiles in the world, capable of striking enemy warships and land targets at ranges of up to 290 kilometers. This gives the Philippines a credible deterrent in protecting its maritime domain, especially in contested areas like the West Philippine Sea. With 3 batteries, the AFP will be able to cover multiple strategic choke points and coastlines, making it much harder for potential adversaries to threaten Philippine waters. When we put all of this together, the Offshore Patrol Vessel, the Super Hercules, the Blackhawks, the UH-2s, and the BrahMos system, it paints a clear picture. The Philippines is not just buying random equipment, it's building a more capable and flexible defense posture. The Navy gets more endurance at sea, the Air Force gains more lift, mobility, and disaster response strength, and the Marines acquire strategic deterrence with the BrahMos. This is about credible defense, humanitarian response, and regional security cooperation. 2026 is shaping up to be a landmark year for the armed forces of the Philippines. These acquisitions will not only modernize the AFP, but also give the country stronger tools to defend its sovereignty and protect its people. What do you think about these new assets? Which one do you believe will have the biggest impact on the AFP? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more updates on Philippine defense and modernization. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.